our next game, Lost Islands.
Lost.
So let's just pull this trailer up. Let's not even talk about it because we're about to bash on this game. Probably harder than any other game I've bashed on, and probably the same thing for Dave's. So let's go ahead and pull up the trailer.
Let's go ahead and pull up the trailer for Lost Pile of Dookie. We know what's sad though, dude. Okay, guys, if you're just listening, right now what we're looking at, I thought this was a pirate game. Did you think it was a pirate game?
I didn't think it was a pirate game.
I thought it was a pirate game up front. You're like sailing the seas and stuff like that.
No, I didn't think it was a pirate game.
You didn't think it was a pirate game at all? Okay. Well, that should be your first clue that this game is awful because I thought it was a freaking pirate game, and Adam obviously knows that it's not a pirate game. So, I mean, we're looking at like, I don't know, what would you call this?
Some good scenery, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's good mountain things. It looks like an island. It's got pretty, like, scenery.
I'm getting like 1400s mid-century Japan kind of vibes.
Yeah, exactly. And it has, this is where I thought it looked cool. I was like, oh, it looks like Sekiro. And then, because I watched it on my phone when I first sent it to you.
Yep.
And then I got it on the bigger screen. I was like, okay, this is not what I thought it was. And
yeah.
It's much worse than I thought. And we're going to get into why it's even much worse than that I thought. And you can even see, like, if you're watching, like, they didn't have some way describing the game. They have little subtitles, seeking a way home. And then it, like, reach out to various forces. It's like, why not just voice it over? Like, you have nobody that can voice this game over?
Yeah, they had no voiceover on it. And honestly, again, guys, if you're just listening, like, we're looking at some, like, I mean, we're looking at some cool swordplay. So yeah, I think Adam nailed it right on the head. And I was going to try to save this point till the end, but there's no possible way that I could save it to the end. Yeah. We're looking at a game that is trying to copy Sekiro and just failed miserably. Like, just failed flat on their face. We're literally looking at a Sekiro clone. And you know the saddest part is, dude, is like I understand small studios. And I never really want to kind of like talk badly about them. So this is being put out by Jolly Roger Games, and for as far as I know, I don't think they put out any titles really that weren't like mobile stuff. So this is like their first kind of like test into making a real video game. And you know, I hate talking bad about smaller developers, but I mean, this is borderline like unacceptable, don't you think?
I would agree, especially if it's a game that they're trying to push out to a bunch of people. And where I like kind of got put off was the animations are bad, the splatters of blood, the frame drops are really bad, and then like it just like the whole thing is, it seems like, you know, we talked about the day before. This is the Sekiro day before.
Yeah, and dude, like I don't know if I'm over exaggerating here, but this looks like a late PS2, like, doesn't it? It kind of gets, it looks like a late PS2 game to me.
Right. It doesn't have very many good aspects of the gameplay. And when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is a game that Dave's going to like. And then as I started doing more research and looking into it and going into the Steam page, which we're going to talk about the Steam page, because that really is where I got confused.
Me too, dude.
And
I think I know exactly what you're talking about on the Steam page.
Yeah, because
you're seeing like these clips of like sailing and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like it just felt weird. Just everything about this game felt off.
Everything felt off about this game, and that's why I didn't come up with the day before Sekiro. Somebody else came up with that in the comments. But one comment that made me like actually laugh was they called it Ghost of Wishima. Ghost of
like Ghost of Tsushima, yeah.
But from Wish.
Yeah, from Wish.
Yeah, so I thought that was so funny. But where I'm super confused about this game is, one, the developer's doing an awful job of like selling this game of what it is. Because this newest trailer makes it seem like a single player story-driven game, right?
Right.
Well, this game has actually been in development since at least 2018. It's had playtest as a battle royale game. And so where I'm really confused, so it used to be a battle royale game, right? now and then you go into Steam. Steam is selling it as a PvP. You drop in with 100 people. It's a melee royale with different classes, and you're trying to escape this island, and you're going for glory and gold is like the thing that they're selling. And that, like, so what is this game? Is it a PvP battle royale? Is it a single player experience or a co-op experience? Or is it both where you have a story but also like an online mode? What is this game?
I don't even think they know. And I think the funniest thing about it is if you go to the Steam page, and guys, I looked at this today, literally hours before shooting this episode. So go look and see if it's still there on the Steam page. But on the Steam page, the very first top line says open world action adventure, right? And then you scroll down. And then when you scroll down, that's where it gets to the point that you said, which is the 100 warriors converge on an island. And you're like, wait, what?
Right? That's where I got so confused. It's like, what is this game?
I thought this was an open world action adventure that I was shipwrecked on a mysterious island. And then I scrolled down a little bit and suddenly I'm in this 100-player PvP arena. It's like, what happened? Well, okay.
Right. So let's go into both of the like gameplay scenarios. So if it's a single player experience, you see that there's the bosses and enemies to fight are AI. And then if you saw in the trailer where they're kind of sneaking around, it looks like it's co-op because like you see you assassinate somebody and then there's somebody right in front of you assassinating somebody. So, I mean, that's cool, I guess. Like that's like if it's a single player experience, but at the end it's like you can water bend. Like you see that they're like throwing water at the enemy. It's like I don't think this game knows what it wants to be. And then on the other side, if it's the melee royale, it's like there's different classes such as a ninja and spearman and cavalry and samurai, and they have this high five team setup so you can team up with random people by I don't know how.
It's Sekiro Fortnite is what we're looking at right now.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And like as I was on Twitter reading their thing, they haven't posted anything on Twitter since like 2020. So it's like where is this game in development? What is this game in development? And I have no answers for anybody.
It's funny too because I tried going to their website to try and like get some information directly from them, and I went to their website today, hours before filming this episode, just because I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss anything. Nothing. There's nothing. There's no word of this game whatsoever. Just like. This is the weirdest situation that I've ever seen.
Like I said, it kind of has that day before feel where it's like, oh, we're making this grand game, and then when it gets released, it's like, this is not what you said this game was going to be. And I think it's even funnier because this developer doesn't know what they want to sell this game as either.
I just think it's really, really weird, man. And honestly, like, you know that you know that we hate crapping on small studios. You know that we absolutely do not enjoy crapping on small studios because it's hard to make a game. But this one is like I said, dude, it's like borderline unacceptable. Like
it's a scam at this point.
Yeah, it almost feels scammy. And like one of the biggest things is, I mean, you guys know I love Sekiro. I absolutely love it. And, you know, people are going to say that there's some stuff wrong with it. Okay, I can see it. But to me, Sekiro is a masterpiece, right? And if you are like, there's some things that you just don't do. And this is kind of like a small studio just blatantly trying to take Sekiro and make it into their own thing. And you just, there's some things you don't touch. You know, there's a reason why nobody besides Jared Leto wanted to play the Joker after Heath Ledger. There's a reason why like nobody covers Jimi Hendrix songs. You know, like there's just some things you just leave alone. Sekiro is something that like you don't touch because you're never gonna live up to the original, and people are just gonna bash you for even trying. You know what I mean?
I agree. So unfortunately, we didn't have much good to say about this game. There's really not much else to be said about this game except for figure it out, Jolly Roger game, because we don't know what it is, and I don't think they know what it is. But hopefully they change, or maybe they just haven't updated their Steam description yet. That's what I'm kind of hoping for them, and they just need to get on that, and they're just kind of slow to do that. But who knows?
Listen, I push everybody to pursue their dreams and to get out there and try your best and give it everything you got. And Jolly Roger Games, I'm looking you dead in the eyes. Pull the plug.
Yeah.
Pull the plug. You're done. You're done already.
You're
Just
done.
stop. You're done. You're done. You're done already. I'm sorry. Look at the comments on all of your on all of these trailers. Just look at that. You're done. You're not selling a game to anybody. Just pull the plug and save whatever money you got left and move on to a different project.